Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jesse. This is Cars Headline, and today I've got a real quick rant about what I think is the worst automotive design trend for the last couple years. So, we should get right into it. What do I think is the worst automotive design trend for this last couple years? Well, it has to do, well, you guys can't see it, the little stick coming out of my center console here in my Accord. It has to do with the third pedal in this car, the manual transmission. Now, a lot of these manufacturers are starting to get rid of the auto transmission, or the manual transmission, excuse me. I do not understand why. I can completely understand from the standpoint of, like, if you're not an enthusiast, you're not really into that, not into cars very much, or you're in some big SUV, you know, you just want a comfortable daily driver. You know, you don't have to worry about what gear you're in. I can understand that. But you got a lot of other cars, like, for instance, the Audi S4 and the Audi S5. The new ones do not come with a manual. Same thing, you know, your Audi R8. No manual. Which, it's a little side note here. I'm getting rid of the gated shifter, and the Audi R8 is a... Oh, no, I shouldn't go that way. There's a lot of construction. I'm getting rid of the gated shifter in that car. Absolute sin. But that's a topic for another video. I was looking at my local Facebook marketplace a couple days ago, and a really nice Audi S4 came up. I believe it was a 2010. It caught my eye, so I went and looked at it, and sure enough, it had a manual transmission. I didn't know that those were ever made, or at least that new, were made with a manual transmission, but they're not now. That got me thinking, you know, how much cooler would it be for something like an Audi S4, which, if you don't know, the S series is more of their performance sector, not an RS, but much more sporty than the A series. But how much cooler would that car be, since it's already geared more towards performance, to have a manual transmission? That's just something I think that these manufacturers are missing out on. Cars like that are being sold, a lot of them anyways, are being sold to enthusiasts. And I'd say most enthusiasts want to bang through the gears. Like I said in my last video, I drive a 2008 Honda Accord Coupe, and it has a 5-speed manual. Well, for one, the Honda for 2018, I believe, dropped the V6. That's, again, another rant for a different video. But they don't make the manual transmission anymore. Why? From what I've read, now I could be wrong here, I probably am, but from what I've read and what I've heard, it really is not, it's not that big of a difference to make a manual transmission, and I've heard a lot of the times it's actually cheaper for them to make a manual transmission. And it's going to depend upon how good the auto transmission is. You know, some older ones, 10, 15 years old, they just weren't that good at transmissions. You know, they're constantly bouncing in between 4th, 5th. They can't decide, you know, what gear they want to be in. And that's going to make gas mileage worse. And as a result, manuals would typically get better gas mileage, fuel economy, you know, because you can put it in 5th and forget about it. And that's a lot of the big push with manufacturers nowadays, is this good gas mileage. In fact, I think it was Volkswagen, I might be wrong there, but I think it was Volkswagen, who just got caught, I don't know, 6 months, a year ago or something, for faking, I believe it was emissions and the fuel economy tests on our car. They want to make it seem like theirs was a little bit better than it actually was. Because fuel economy, good fuel economy, sells cars. We're not going to talk about the sports car section there, but typically, for cars like an Accord, a Civic, a Volkswagen Bug, Cruise, those types of cars, fuel economy is partially what sells. If you can get your manual transmission to get better gas mileage than your automatic, and it's cheaper to make, or it's even the same price, we know you can say, well, my car actually gets, for the sake of example, up to 38 miles to the gallon. Well, really, the automatic is the main one that sells, gets 36. But the manufacturers can still promote that it gets up to 38 miles to the gallon, and that's going to help them sell more cars. And that's just for the average everyday person sector. And then, like I said before, enthusiasts, it's just a lot more fun to, you know, bang through the gears. But they're not making manuals anymore. At least not in a lot of cars, like they should be. Anyways, that's the end of my little rant there. Really no point to it. I have no big closing statement other than manufacturers need to start making more manuals. But I'd like to know what you think about this. Do you think there should be more manuals? Do you think manuals need to go away? I'd love to hear what you have to say about it and why. So drop me a comment down below. Yeah, this has been Jesse from Cars Headline. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a great day.